I'm really good with X's and O's, but I'm great with people.
Yes, it is Boss Show Me bringing you another one.
Another one.
So listen, I'm proud to be a Dallas Cowboy supporter. After days like this, after days like yesterday, when you see your coach, you know, it's one thing to say I'm good with X's and O's, but I'm better with people. It's so much better when you show that. It's so much better. And I just love the fact that we have a head coach that's actually showing true concern with his staff. And it's going to have football benefits to it. I'm going to talk about that. But before we get into the content where I can show honor to the head coach and what he greatly deserves, I first want to help y'all make some money. And you can do that with a Sleeper app. Go for a Hail Mary on Sleeper Picks and win up to 100 times your money. Woo, excuse me. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that in there. I ain't editing the app. But let's kind of look at Coach Schotty real quick. So this came from Tommy Yarish. And the Cowboys held an extremely impactful, extremely emotional team meeting today for the first time in person since Marshawn Kneeland's passing. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer got high remarks from Thomas for how he handled it. Now check this out. Extremely proud of Coach Brian Schottenheimer for how he conducted today. Just bringing therapists in the building. Wow. Bringing people who we needed in the building and just letting us be our true emotions. Giving us a safe place to let everybody know what's going on inside. This is the most important part to me. I haven't been around a program that's done something like that before. And it's a testament to Schottenheimer and his love for us because we needed that today. We needed it today to just be human and to cry and to let everybody know how we felt. Man, I'm gonna just stop right there. So he made that promise in the beginning. His first day, he made a promise. His first day, he came out and he said what type of person he was going to be.
Relationships that are built on trust, respect, connection. I'm really good with X's and O's, but I'm great with people.
Wow. See, that's one thing, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be always real with y'all. Some things when I hear, I'll be like, sounds good, but you gotta show me. And it's times like this, times of testing, times of crisis, where now the rubber meets the road. Where what are you gonna do to show me? Like, what do you do to show that you really care for the team? You said you're great with people, but how did you show it? And he is a man of clear vision, and I'm talking about Schotty. And this is what I love about Schotty as I've been observing him, is I see somebody that has a clear vision and attention to detail. So he makes it a point to where every coach, as they're warming up, have to touch every player. Where they're going to greet every player some kind of way personally. Just the attention to details, just to say, you know what? It's not just enough for y'all to grieve about Marshawn Kneeland. It's also about me knowing that I don't have the capacity to really help you guys. Let's go talk to Jerry and Steven about bringing in some resources that can actually really help y'all, because I'm not the professional. I'm not trained in how to deal with trauma and traumatic events. And I care for y'all. It's not even just the fact that I need you guys for my job. It's that I genuinely care for you guys. And I want you guys to have the mental support that you need. It's hard enough to play this game in front of the world. When you have that star on your helmet, the spotlight is on you. Man, just great job. See, days like yesterday make me proud to be a Dallas Cowboy supporter. Like for real. Like, so some days I didn't feel good about supporting Dallas. Like when I felt like they didn't take care of players the right way, or when they smearing their best and hardest working guys in the public for contract leverage, I feel muddy. I feel dirty. But days like this make me feel zestfully clean. You know, when you see your coach do what's right by his players. Yeah, so the next thing that I want to kind of help and discuss that's important to me, that's very important to me, is I always talk about this book, Developing a Leader Within You. And in this book, Developing a Leader Within You, I always talked about this when I saw this with Brian Schottenheimer, that he does what's called permission level 2. Now, I always recommend this. If you're in any kind of leadership, I highly recommend this because you will be a better leader with this book. So I just want to kind of read something from it real quick. Then I sum up. But this stuff could help you in any kind of leadership, even if you're a father, mother, any kind of. We a lot of times drop balls in leadership and we never really know that we dropping a ball. So level 2 permission says leaders on a position level often lead by intimidation. So level 1 is positional leaders. That's the weakest level of leadership. You might have the title, but that's actually not a real strong leadership position. He explains that. He said leaders on the position level often lead by intimidation. They are like the chickens that Norwegian psychologist Schottenheimer studied in developing the pecking order principle that today is used to describe all types of social gatherings. Pecking order. I'm your boss, so do what I say. Then he said do this, you need to do this. It's pecking order, it's fear, right? And most people lead that way. It's the job got to get done, the hell with your feelings. Some people come in at us like that, like, Kneeland Schmeeland. I came here to hear about football. I didn't care. I didn't see y'all. A lot of y'all try to bring that energy to us as content creators. I'm here for football. Give me my content and so I can go about my business. Nah, go ahead and about your business. Ain't no way I'm gonna let anybody come at me like that. Period. So going back to the permission level, he said, in contrast, let me put this up here. Yeah, there we go. In contrast to the person on a permission level would lead by interrelationships. So that's what you're seeing with Shotty, somebody who's leading with interrelationships. The agenda is not the pecking order, but people development. On this level, time, energy, and focus are placed on the individual's needs and desires. A wonderful illustration of why it's so critical to put people and their needs first is found in the story of Henry Ford. Modern organizations, he made a perfect car, the Model T, and ended the need for any other car. He was totally product oriented. He wanted to fill the world with Model T cars. But when people started coming to him and saying, Mr. Ford, we'd like a different color car, He remarked, "You can have any color you want as long as it's black." And that's when the decline started, because he wasn't focused on people. This is also why Jerry keeps up with what we're thinking. This is why he watches what we're saying on Twitter, because all good business people are going to be aware of what the customer is saying and how they're feeling, and that's important. So one of the most important things I'm gonna say that's gonna come from this, one of the most important things that's gonna come from this, and I can tell you this from experience, one of the most important things that's gonna come for this is a boost in play. Because when I played, I always noticed that we had our best games and our best practices when our coaches displayed that they care. I ain't gonna never forget Donnie Henderson, one of my coaches, was talking to us about making sure that we had 70% of our majors out the way, a part of our scholarship agreement, and to make sure that we didn't get burned on our degrees. And he was making us aware of a clause in our scholarships that could have us kind of in a bad situation in our senior year. And I didn't even know it was in there. But he showed that attention to detail and showed that he cared about us to put us on game. Man, we lit it up. And I'm talking about all of us, the whole secondary. Picks, interceptions, hard hits. And it was without a word spoken. We didn't even have to talk to each other. It was one of those things to where, because my coach showed that he was looking at us more than just objects, he got the absolute best out of us. So I anticipate that's going to happen. And I'm very proud that Shotty kept his promise, that he is more than just talk, that in a time of testing, he answered. So again, today I'm very proud to be a Cowboy in the light of Kneeland, in the light of what happened, and seeing the leadership.
The Dallas Cowboys will be driven by a competitive spirit and a love for one another.